Star Wars has long been hailed as a cinematic miracle, a once improbable hit that reshaped Hollywood in 1977. George Lucas' imaginative space opera drew inspiration from classic pulp serials and samurai cinema, eventually growing into one of the most influential franchises in film history. However, Star Wars' legacy is complicated by its creator's persistent desire to revisit and revise his own work. Nowhere is this more apparent, or more baffling, than in the infamous special edition scene where Han Solo has a face-to-face encounter with Jabba the Hutt. In 1997, to celebrate the original trilogy's 20th anniversary, Lucas released special editions of the 3 original Star Wars films. These versions featured remastered visuals, new CGI flourishes, and restored deleted scenes, some of which enhanced the story, but others did the exact opposite. One particular edition that continues to frustrate fans is the reinserted Jabba the Hutt scene in A New Hope. The intent may have been to expand the lore and build continuity with Return of the Jedi, but the effect is largely detrimental. For starters, the scene adds nothing new. Everything Jabba tells Han about the debt he owes, the shipment he dumped, and the consequences of disappointing him was already covered moments earlier in Han's tense exchange with Greedo. Repeating this exposition not only stalls the narrative's momentum but also reduces Han's cunning by having him explain himself twice within a short span. Worse still, Jabba's presence kills one of the original trilogy's most effective slow-burn character reveals. In the 1977 theatrical cut, Jabba exists as an off-screen threat, a mysterious crime lord mentioned in hushed tones. This build-up allowed audiences to imagine the worst, making his eventual appearance in Return of the Jedi all the more satisfying and terrifying. Replacing that mystique with a clunky CGI slug inserted into A New Hope strips the character of his menace and mystique. Technically, the scene is just as jarring. When the sequence was originally shot, actor Declan Mulholland played a humanoid Jabba on set opposite Harrison Ford. The plan was always to replace him later with a non-human creature, but the technology wasn't available in 1977. By 1997, ILM had the tools to digitally insert a Hutt-like creature, but the result was far from convincing. Jabba's CGI model feels plasticky and out of place, clashing awkwardly with the gritty texture of the Tatooine setting. Worse, Han's interaction with the CGI Jabba, most infamously stepping over his tail, looks stilted and unnatural, a moment that has aged poorly even in updated versions. This added scene ultimately encapsulates the core issue with the special editions. Lucas needed to fix a film that didn't need fixing. The original Star Wars succeeded in part because of the limitations it was made under. Constrained by budget, time, and special effects technology, Lucas and his team crafted a lean, focused story full of imagination, practical ingenuity, and narrative clarity. By contrast, the special editions often feel bloated with unnecessary tweaks that prioritize spectacle over storytelling. Jabba's early appearance is not just a redundant detour, it's emblematic of how retroactive edits can undermine the strength of the original material. Rather than enhancing the narrative, it dulls the impact of later revelations and reminds viewers that even a classic can suffer from too much tinkering. In hindsight, Lucas made the right call in cutting the Jabba scene from the original release. His later decision to reinsert it, armed with better technology but less restraint, serves as a reminder that sometimes leaving a story's mysteries intact is the best choice a creator can make.